up, everybody?
Hey y'all.
Hey, Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to all of you guys out there. Man, it's been a long time, it feel like.
Yeah, I think it was November.
November?
I think so.
It's like the fourth week of January right now. Almost the end of January. And even though it's been a minute, might feel like or seem like we did this on purpose, but we really didn't. We really didn't, but it kind of like it feel perfect right now. I'm gonna tell you why. Because by now, all of the champagne, the balloons, and the pistols have all popped. The allure and the excitement of the new year has kind of faded away. Except for some of the survivors, the real ride or dies, the real people who is here. We want to talk to you guys anyway. The real people that's still excited and still in the new year. You know what I mean about when I say how the excitement has faded away for some people.
Yeah, because most people make their New Year's resolution and it only lasts for about 3 weeks. So we in the fourth week. So.
Yeah, so New Year's has become some type of. It's almost got a religious tone to it. You know how some people go to church just because it's
Easter.
or it's the traditional thing to do.
Yeah.
They just go out of habit or because everybody else is doing it. New Year's like that too. People celebrate New Year, doing the same things that everybody else do. Get around the same people, and then they make these resolutions because everybody else is talking like this. New Year, new me. You know, uh, why you why you about to laugh? You heard these things before, but it almost got a religious tone to it. So, fourth weekend, almost out of here with the newness feel of it. Um, we want to talk to the real people. So we here to chop it up with y'all. How y'all doing out there? How you doing, babe?
I'm all right. Yeah.
You all right?
I'm all right.
You sure?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Did you make any resolutions?
No, I don't make resolutions.
You don't?
No.
How long you not been making resolutions?
Gotta be over 10 years now.
Oh, for real?
It's senseless to me. Now for y'all to do it, I'm not knocking you. I'll do your thing. But for me, I think people make them and they break them and then they feel broken.
Wow.
So I stopped doing that because I was like, and what I mean by that is, you make them and the moment you fall off, you like, oh, just beating up on yourself, or you feel like, well, I was gonna work out, but ate that Twinkie today, so just forget it. And so then you feel broken. So it's like, no. Normally what I do is I think of something that I didn't really like or I could have done better, and I figure out how to resolve. So I make a New Year resolve, but not a resolution.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing, but you don't.
No, I'm not like.
It's kind of in the same vein. You
Kind
just
of in
don't.
the same
You
family,
don't. You
but
don't.
it's not like I'm like, this year I know I'm going to lose 20 pounds. No. I said I think of what I could have done differently.
I got you.
What I could have done differently, how I could have handled something differently.
Yeah.
It's totally different to me
Okay.
than saying I'm going to be a business owner by June.
Yeah. I mean, but nothing wrong with people who do that, and especially people who have these goals and these resolutions and they stick to it.
But human nature, most of us don't stick to it like that.
Right, right. Because it's like I said, it's like a religious thing to do. because everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is saying this, and everybody else is doing that. You know
And
what I mean?
another thing for me, and I know y'all gonna go, oh, there she goes, sounding religious, but I don't mean it like that. I feel like it's a new. Let's start with a new day.
See,
it's brand new mercy every day. So I mean,
but see, that's really where I was gonna go with it too, because the reason I stopped making resolutions because I feel like whatever you want to change, you can do it the very next day, or the next minute. Like every day, you get a new day, a new opportunity.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the way I feel about it too. You know what I did the beginning of the new year?
What you do?
I didn't make no resolutions neither, but I did start doing some new things. And a couple things that I did do, I looked at my account
I
and
already know what you about to say.
I looked at everybody that had their hands in my account. And I realized that, look, I'm taking this off, I'm taking that out, I'm taking that out, I'm taking that out. And I started with cable channels or apps that we subscribe to and don't really watch. Stuff that's been, kind of like taking my money. And this is all like, I'm talking like $7 to $10. But this stuff add up, y'all. So I started the new year trying to save money. And one of the first things I cut was my gym membership. Because I realized, first, I work out at home a lot.
Yeah.
I've been working out at home for like the last few months. So I've been wasting money on that. Then I realized, by it being a new year, it was just going to be a whole bunch of extra people in the gym for about a month. And I'm being nice when I say that. So I give it a whole month, maybe. A whole bunch of new people was going to be in there. And so I decided, let me take my money back from there for a little while. If I want to re-sign up and recommit to this, I can do that at any time. But for now, I'm going to save a little extra money for us to do something else.
Yeah.
Whether we want to take a trip, a vacation, or do anything, just add a little extra money to us. So I started the new year by saving us some money. So that was one of the things I did different this year. Like I said, I don't have a New Year's resolution, but I do have some goals, some internal goals that I write down because, the word says write your vision and make it plain. So I do write it down. I do try to strategize on how I want to accomplish said things.
Mm-hmm.
But I stopped just being loud or vocal about it some years back because it seemed like, first of all, when you make your moves silently. Let your actions speak. Everybody don't need to know what's coming next. So.
Yeah, for me, I really right now just small things. I just take it day by day. For one, I'm trying to eat more veggies. Get more of a I'm a foodie, y'all, so I can eat tacos every day. Just
really
being honest, I am a foodie. I love my tacos. I love my burgers. Like I really just need to stop eating so much.
You need to stop it.
No, but really, I'm trying to intermittent fasting. Well, that was something I was gonna do anyway, not because it was a new year. And I'm trying to just cut back on eating so much. Like, geez, but my coworkers are foodies. No matter where I go, I just got a new job, and they foodies too. I'm like, geez, and they always find me, so that's a problem.
But
So yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to do differently. Just live a more healthy, whole life. I'm getting older, and I want to be around for the grandbaby and be able to run around and do some things. And one of the good things that I can say about my job is that it's 3 floors, and I have to walk those floors often during the day. And so it's like helping me get more in the rhythm of my cardio back. Because when I was young, I could walk, and it wouldn't bother me. But now I can go up a flight of stairs and I'm out of breath, and that's a shame. So for me, just to be able to walk up the stairs now, and I see the difference. Like at first, my legs was burning and I was out of breath, but now it's getting better and easier every week. So that's a plus for me. It might be like small to y'all, but that's a plus for me. So yeah,
That's actually good. That's actually good, and it ain't just you though. It's with our culture and society in general. We just got bad eating habits because we've been raised, so to speak, to eat 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. You know, 3 meals and 3 snacks, 3 big snacks. So we've been raised to eat like that, and I've come to learn the more I age and just study society and look at health and look at the people around me. I just feel like that we do eat a lot. You know, when I first started working out, I was eating 6 times a day because they said you're burning energy, you're working out, so you need this food as fuel. And so I'm eating maybe 3, 4 solid meals. I got a couple protein shakes. I'm snacking. So all of this is going on, and I realized, man, eating too much, eating too much. Sometimes you can be so accustomed to eating at a certain time. You're eating when you're not even really hungry.
yeah. And then for me, it's totally different because I'm not eating 6 times a day. Sometimes I can go. My mother-in-law, and I know she's watching, but she would always be like, "Girl, you didn't eat all day at work," and I'd be like, "She was like, you can fast," and I'm like, "Yeah," because sometimes I have in the past been able to go all day at work and maybe like take a bite of something and be good. Um, but for me, it's more so like I can not eat breakfast and not eat until 12:30. But then I want that cheeseburger with the bacon and the lettuce and tomatoes. I
Right.
want all the things. And then we'll come home and eat about 6 or 7. But then it may be some pasta with all the things: the chicken, the homemade Alfredo, the
Right.
garlic bread, all the things. And so yeah, I got to cut back on that stuff. So it's not that I eat 6 times a day, but when I eat
Yeah.
like larger portions than what I probably should, especially for my height and my size. Like, yeah, I'm short.
We've been seeing a whole lot of people lately just have strokes and heart attacks and so much stuff. And I'm talking about some of these things we didn't even see with young people. We only seen these things with elderly folks. But now we're seeing them with people in their 30s, 40s, 50s having heart attacks and strokes. And it's not always due to or because of drugs neither.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of this food that we're eating and the alcohol we're consuming and just the stress that we're under in today's society because there's so much stress that people are dealing with nowadays too. Especially people who are, trying to juggle a whole family by themselves and in and out of relationships with people that's no good to them. So it's just a whole lot of worry and stress and bad eating that we're dealing with. So it's just time to take a step back and look at how we're living because we're not getting no younger. We're getting older and we got to just be wise about the decisions that we're making.
Stress is something else. I'll tell you because I've been experiencing that lately, like with my job. Because it can be a lot. And when you are a person that cares, it's easy to get stressed because you want to do good at what you're doing. So it's easy to get stressed and forget, like, you, at the end of the day, we're not in control. God is. So you got to give everything to Him, no matter what.
Right.
But it ain't easy, y'all. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, just give it to God. It's not, because we want to take control of it, because we like it's me I'm talking about. It's my life, but it's not. And man,
How do you handle stress?
I'm learning that I don't handle it well. To be honest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that something that you're just now learning?
Yeah, but I think different seasons of my life I handle it differently.
Okay.
Or maybe I'm just now learning how I handle it, because I'm starting to pay attention to more things as I get older. So yeah, I don't handle it well, especially with this. It's for the ladies that's already older and the ones that's middle aged like me. Y'all know we middle aged now. But anyway, this going through the different season in your life. Y'all know what I mean. I'm like getting hot flashes, and I get upset and my ears getting hot, and so it's like, geez, what is going on?
But it's personal summers.
Yeah, this is a new season for me, and I don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. I'm trying to deal with it the best I can, because I got to go through it, and I say if you're not going through something, then you're already laying down, right? So I ain't ready for that. So I'm just do the best I can with this, but we don't learn about that stuff. Our parents just went through stuff and didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, man, I'm telling my daughter everything. She's probably like, dang, Mom, I'm not ready for that. You're not ready, and it's not your time yet. But when you're ready, you can't say Mama didn't tell you, because I'm gonna let you know. At some point, you're gonna get these hot flashes, and you're not gonna know where the heck they come from. My mother-in-law always say sugar triggers hers. And I used to be like, what are you talking about? But now I get it, because this happens to me. And also, like if I get angry or stressed about something, all of a sudden my ears are hot. I feel like the steam coming out the top of my head. Like the cartoon. Like I literally feel like that. So, yeah, I know that's probably TMA, y'all, but I'm just crying for help.
Hey, and I really feel bad sometimes, because I can't help it. I can't even imagine what she's going through. So, as a husband now, we want to kind of always protect and be there for our wives. So, of course, I'm here for her, but I can't protect her in this. This is nature.
Yeah.
This is just a natural occurrence of life.
Yeah.
But sometimes, man, I just be like, wow, she's over there burning up. Sometimes the clothing be a little less. So, but I understand. So just keep her in prayer. Keep us in prayer. Like I said, it's a natural occurrence in life. Hopefully, though, we can find something natural to offset it, or not make it so so extreme.
Yeah, because it's extreme, y'all. I'm a person, like, I have never been a person to sweat. Like, I don't get hot. But now, and the bad part is, like, I never knew that you get hot and cold flashes. Yeah. So 1 minute I am freezing, like, shit, like I'm grabbing blankets, and I get on a robe, and I get on flannel pajamas, and I'm asking him, like, are you cold? And he like, no, I'm fine. I put on all this stuff, and like 15 minutes later I'm hot. So I think I'm going nuts, because I'm like, I was just cold like 15 minutes ago.
And the next minute, some hours didn't pass, and I'll look up 3, 4 in the morning. She ain't really got on nothing. I'm like, when this happened? When this happened? Why are you over here laying next to me like this and I don't know about it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel my pain, right?
It's bad, y'all. It's the worst ever.
I'm going to tell you something else. Something else I started doing lately, though. Just to change the subject a little bit. But it's all around change. It's all around this newness and new year. I started just looking at my not just my circle, but just people that I share spaces with. And I'm starting to like weed the takers out of my life. In relationships and in life in general, you got givers and you got takers.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm just looking around and seeing the takers in society and the takers that I got like in my life. Like I don't know if you ever looked at your life like that and assessed it to that extreme. But right now I'm like, man, some people are really takers. And an example of that is, okay, here's an example of a taker. Somebody who always asking you for something. Always. And even promise to give it back to you. Right?
Yeah.
But when the time comes that they say they'll give it back to you, you don't even hear from them. You don't hear from them. And you don't hear from them until they need something from you again. They ask you for another favor. These are examples. That's an example of a taker. And I know a couple of those. And sometimes I think like, man, you got to be crazy to burn a bridge with people you know will do anything for you. All you got to do is be a man or woman of your word. And a real relationship, a real loving relationship is what? Reciprocal, right?
Yeah.
It goes both ways. If I can't ask you for nothing or you can't give me anything in return, the least you can do is give me what you owe me.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But that's just an example of a taker, and I'm just kind of weeding the takers out of my life because the moment I started assessing all the money that I was given to, remember I told you guys I was looking at my account, I canceled my gym membership, and then I canceled my, the subscriptions to some of the cable channels that we was watching. The moment I did that, I'm thinking I'm getting ahead, I'm saving some money. Okay, I'm saving this amount of dollars. Then a couple of people from last year, takers, come to me asking me for money, And I'm not talking about nobody that's really in need. Family, you already know is love. If you really need it, because I'm the type of person, I am a giver. If I know that you need some, if I know you need help, I got you. I'm not even going to expect you to give back. The conversation won't even come up. But when you come to me or us asking for X, Y, and Z, saying you're going to do X, Y, and Z this day and that day never come, and then you keep doing it, you will take it. And then you're potentially burning that bridge. I don't hold no grudges, but I ain't no fool neither.
There you go.
Ain't no fool neither. So I've just been looking at, at my life and my circle, my surroundings, and kind of weeding the takers out, man.
Yeah. I get that. I kind of been looking at it in my circle and just trying to figure out who is intentional. I think our relationships deserve some intentionality. So whether it's relationship between husband and wife,
Yeah.
family members, sisters, brothers, friendships. I think we should be intentional about learning who people are, and I'm intentional about my relationships. So, and when I say that, what I mean is like I'm always listening. When you're talking, I'm really listening to you. So I probably know your favorite color. I know what some of your pet peeves are. I know I get to know you. Get to know you. And so I'm looking at those people that really are being intentional about getting to know me and who I am. Because I feel like when you do that, then you don't expect certain things from certain people. For me, I think we all have, those friends that that do certain things.
Yeah.
You know, so you may have a friend that you know, if if I need something to eat, I'm gonna call this friend because she can cook and she love to cook and she ain't gonna be like, girl, you know I don't cook now. I go bake something. If I want me a homemade meal, I know who to call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I need if I'm sick and I need something, I know who to call.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand who I am and that like is to me the person that's gonna be, you know, running, sitting at my house. Nah, not necessarily because I don't visit like that. I wasn't raised like that. So it's kind of like, that's not one of the things that I do. But if you need some food or you need to borrow some money or whatever, or if you need to borrow some money, let me know you need to borrow it. But if you want to have it, then say you want to have it. I just expect you to just let me know which one it is. You know, so it's kind of like a, you know, that's just who I am. And I expect to, as much as I'm intentional about my relationships, I want people to be the same with me. You know, we got friends that we've been friends with for over 30 years. And,
right.
You know, with those people, I feel like, man, we got it. Even though we miss each other and sometimes we are disappointing each other as well, but we still intentional. We know each other.
Yeah, because you got to love people for who they are.
Yeah.
And then you got to love people for where they are.
Yeah.
You know, you can't expect people to react how you will react in every situation or do as you will do in every situation. Some people just be expecting the abnormal out of people.
Yeah.
And don't even really know the person like that. Ain't even really got that many years invested in the relationship like that. But you just be expecting things extraordinary from the person. And you got to realize, too, all of us, everybody got lives. Everybody is busy. Like, for us, we married. So I expect my friends and my brothers to know, you know, we can't spend a whole lot of time with one another because this man got a wife. This man got a daughter. This man got a grandchild. Like, I'm involved in a lot of things. So we already know when we connect, we connect. We make it, it's 100. We make it a powwow whenever we can. And it's good. So I think we be expecting the extraordinary out of people. And sometimes when you want somebody to do something for you or you need to see them or whatever, communicate that. You know, that's all it takes. Communicate that because we all got busy lives. You don't know what kind of work day or work week a person is having.
Yeah.
So put that in the universe, as y'all say,
Right.
in advance. In advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we can put that in our schedule, get our mind right, and make it happen for you if that's what we say we're going to do.
And I always say, check on your strong friends, please.
Yeah.
The ones you think they got it all together, that they good over there. You know, they married, they don't got no kids. To be honest with y'all, I'm being totally transparent. My husband already know. Like, my family is in Texas. You know, and even though I have his family, been with them for over 30 years, so that's my family as well. But it's nothing like your mom and yes, God, thank you that my mother is still here on earth, but they in Texas. So during Christmas, I had a really hard time because I wasn't with them. It was a snowstorm.
Yeah.
My daughter and grandbaby couldn't come home.
Yeah.
My brother couldn't come and visit. So I was like really struggling. I had to make myself celebrate, you know. This was a hard season for me.
Have some type of joy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got each other, but it's like, you know, you still miss your family.
Yeah,
I miss
when
my
you
family.
when you grow up a certain way, just being with an abundance of family during certain times of the year, that's when you hear the phrase "holidays are not the same."
Yeah.
You know, when you get older, and like she said, even though we got each other and we have a good time, but still, we need a change of pace, a change of atmosphere. We need other people, other loved ones around us at times as well too. So, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I still cooked dinner. We still ate together. We had a good time.
Yeah.
We had a good time, but it wasn't like, I miss my mama. Looking at my mama open up her gifts. Yeah, I sent them to her, but that ain't the same.
Yeah, ain't nothing like that person
You know?
opening up their gift in front of you and crying with with joy.
Yeah.
Tears of joy. Nothing like seeing that and spending that time with your people. So yeah, check on your strong friends because a lot of times when you're the type of person where it seems like everybody come to you and pour, or some people might say dump a whole lot of stuff into you, you kind of walk away feeling empty. And when you going through something, sometimes you feel like, man,
Who can I call?
who can I call? Who can I turn to? Which I know I got a couple of brothers though.
Yeah.
That I can call and talk to about anything, and I can ask them to pray for me, and they'll do it.
Yeah.
I know I got a couple brothers that'll do that. So.
Yeah, and I got the same.
Yeah.
I got the same. It's just hard. Like, man, I never understood. Like, people say, I've heard people say, I don't want to meet new people and have new friends. I don't feel like that because I really feel like, you never know why or who God bring into your life and for what reason. So I'm open to meeting new people and forming new friendships, but like you just never know. It's nothing like your homegrown. You know what I mean?
Homegrown.
Yeah, your homegrown. As Steve would say, Steve, what's up? But it's nothing like your homegrown. It's nothing like those that you've been friends with for a long time. That, like, my girl Weeze. I don't know if you watch it, but we can go 3 or 4 or 5 months and don't talk, and when we call each other, it's like we just pick up where we left off. We be like, girl, why you ain't call me? I'm so mad at you. Nope, we just get to talking, and it's like we never ever stop. Like we talked yesterday, and it literally could be like 5 months. Vicky, we can be like 6, 7 months and don't talk, and then when we talk, it's just like we
fill in the gaps
the whole time. We just fill in the gaps,
catching each other up.
Man, I appreciate that because, like I said, we be busy, and I understand that they have their lives and stuff, and I feel bad because I feel bad sometimes because I be like, man, I need to call, and I don't know what they going through, and they sure don't know what I'm going through, but it feels good that when you do talk, you can tell each other all that stuff and be like, girl, I didn't know, and pray for each other, and then and keep it moving. And it may be another 3 or 4 months before we talk again, but that's those, man. Yeah. It ain't nothing like it.
And then you plan a trip.
Yeah.
And whenever we plan a trip and see people that we haven't seen in a long time, it'd be that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because all this catching up to do and all of this talking, and the conversations be rich.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'm the crybaby when it's time to leave. I don't want to go.
But unlike her, I'm just the opposite. I really never really cared to have new friends because I got so many brothers, people that I call my brothers. My circle was so big, I never really cared to have new friends because the people that I came up with, we've been through the fire.
Yeah.
We've been tried, we've been tested. So it's certain conversations, we know how far we can joke with one another. We don't disrespect one another, first and foremost. A lot of conversations a lot of friendships that I see and overhear, I'd be like, wow. The names that people call one another, I'm like, man, ain't nobody got time for that. But recently, though, over the last few years, I began to change a little bit. I started allowing a couple new people into my life, into my circle. And I don't regret it. I got some solid brothers that come from my church family.
Yeah.
So I don't regret it. So my heart is changing towards that. I'm allowing God to do what He do because I believe that He is not going to just put anybody in my life to hurt me or hurt us. So my heart is changing a little bit, but I'm not, like I said, I still got this street sense.
Yeah.
I still got my eyes. I peep game. I still very aware of my surroundings, and I'm a good reader of people. always been. So
Yeah, and I think I am too. I just know that once I opened up to meet new people, God has blessed me with some phenomenal women in my life. I got, and I know I'm naming names tonight though, but I want to give people their flowers. I got Connie, who was the smart. She's so smart and bright and just full of wisdom. And she's younger than me, but she is, man. That's my sister right there. I got Paige, who's just, man. Couldn't pick. I couldn't have picked a better sister for me. Thank you, God. Then I got Marquita, who's just as crazy as me, and then keep it real like it is. But I know she gonna pray for me real hard.
Yeah.
And pray for our marriage, and pray for my family, and love my mama like she's her own. And it's like, man, like those women right there. Like, if I had been closed off, like, no, I don't want to meet no new women, I wouldn't have met those women. So I'm so glad that whatever God did that changed in me made me be different so that I could have met them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. That's important. We got to cherish your relationships. What's the saying? Everybody come in your life for a reason. Some for a lifetime, some for a season.
That was good. Did you make
that? No, I didn't. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. It's just in the blood. It's just in the blood. It sounded like a bar, didn't it?
It did. I was like, oh.
I might have to run that back and listen to it later. I might have to write that down. But everybody come in your life for a reason, man. Some just temporary. So, and then some become brothers and some become sisters.
Yeah.
You know, so what are we learning from one another?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just grateful for everybody God has brought into my life. I'm grateful for all the opportunities, man. It's exciting. And I know he got some more people for me to meet. So I'm just like, wow.
You're excited to meet people?
I am.
You are a people person, though.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
I warm up to people. You already warm. You already hot. Hey, how you doing? How was your day? We go to the grocery store everywhere we go, y'all. Grocery store, clothing store, it don't matter. She talking to the cashier, laughing, talking.
But that's my job, though. Yeah.
That's her personality.
But my job is a job where I have to be a people person. The jobs I've always had, you know, it's been part of it. I got to be a people person. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be that. So.
You're right. But a lot of people got jobs where they supposed to be people persons. People persons.
Y'all know what it is.
But customer service suck.
Yeah.
You know, they just terrible. So, but I'm glad that you are good at that.
Me too.
You don't meet strangers.
No, and that's one of the things that I always say that my brother, y'all, Derek, I know you watching. He has never met a stranger. It's the weirdest thing. But you know, my dad was a people person. He was the life of the party all the time.
Yeah.
And so when we were at our daughter's house for Thanksgiving, we got a chance to spend time with her boyfriend's family as well. And so my brother was there. And I was nervous because, like, he'll crack a joke with you like he'd been knowing you forever. And I was like, oh, Lord, he gonna offend somebody. But you know what? It's good because he's the icebreaker. You know, he'll say some stuff and I'm over there cringing, but everybody else cracking up. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I admire about him. So as I'm looking at him, I'm like, man, he has never met a stranger. I want to be like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Some people just got that natural gift, you know, to be a person that just gravitates to people and just get to know them, like you say, he's real familiar.
He be real familiar, y'all.
But he don't be. It's not offensive.
Not
though.
offensive.
It's not disrespectful, nothing like that. But it's like he ain't for real. Like he seen him yesterday, he know him already.
Yeah, so you may be eating some chicken. He might say you was gonna eat that chicken wing like that. Is that good to you? Huh? You over there smacking and everything.
And don't even know this person.
You don't even know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen people like that or know some people like that. So
yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but that's beautiful. That's the beautiful thing about him that I'm just like always admiring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as black folks, we all, you know, we feel like we all kin anyway.
Yeah.
We all one big family anyway.
Yeah.
So we might think that or feel that, but it's certain people that act like that, and he's one of those people that act like that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, that's a
good
good
stuff,
thing.
though.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about, you know, the new year and all of these things that comes with it. You know, making resolutions and changes. You say you got a new year resolve.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that kind of brings us to what we want to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
So it's a question I'm asking you,
Mhm.
and I'm also asking my audience. And something I want you guys to think about. Really take this in. Really think about this. And the question is this: where are you on your priority list? Where are you on your priority list? Because think about it, we're busy human beings. You know, we got busy lives. And when you really take things in perspective, we put everything and everybody above us. For an example, if you married like us, you probably put your spouse over you. You put your kids over you. You put your job or your career over you. You may put a bill over you. You may put ministry. If you're in church, you may put ministry over you. All of these things take precedence over you and what you want in your life or what you're trying to do at the time.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying none of those things are bad, right?
Mhm.
None of those things are bad because true love is selflessness.
Yeah.
So if you're putting somebody else over you, okay, cool. But it has to be a balance though, also, right?
True.
You have to love yourself as well, and you have to prioritize you. So where are you on your priority list?
Well, for me, that's a good question. That was really good. I don't feel like I feel like I do put everybody else and everything else before me.
Okay.
I feel like I was thinking recently, like, man, when I get up in the morning, like I'm getting up at the last minute, getting ready for work. Um, we pray together in the morning. After we get off the phone, I got a few minutes to hurry up and get myself together. And on the way to work, I'm talking to my mom a lot of times, or I'm talking to our daughter as I'm walking in the door to work. Then I get to work. Then I get off work. And as soon as I get off work, either I'm talking to him, my mom, or our daughter again. And on the way home, that's on the way home. Then once I get home, I'm cooking and I'm talking to him. And I don't have like that space and that time for myself. I can't remember the last time when I was just like me putting myself first. That's a good question. It's actually very loaded, and it's something for you guys to think about too. And even priority may be like it's some things some dreams that you wanted to accomplish that you haven't done yet. And so, like, for me, I don't like. I've always said I wanted to write a fiction book because y'all won't believe this, but every place I've ever worked, like, people just come and they just pour everything out on me, and I could like take all that stuff and just write a book with no names, but I haven't had a chance to do that. But I haven't had a chance, so I haven't made myself the priority to do that.
Right.
So that's a great,
right.
a loaded question, a challenging question, and something to, for me to resolve. For you guys, it may be a resolution, but wow.
Because we all got gifts,
mm-hmm.
we all got talents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so many people have put their gift on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And your gift got and your talent's got dust on it, might even got rust on it.
There you
It's
go.
been sitting so long.
There you go.
Or
What
you've been
happened to me?
using
Dust and rust.
or you've been using your gifts and your talents for the person you're working for, making their dreams come true.
That's true.
But in the inside, in your heart, you might want to start your own business. So the question is, why haven't you started that business?
Yeah.
Why haven't you written that book yet? Why haven't you lost those pounds that you wanted to lose? Why haven't you started eating more healthy or start working out? Why haven't you prioritized you? Why? Like, what is the reason? What are your distractions? What are your distractions? It's a saying, it's a quote that someone said, and I might not even get it perfectly, but it says, the graveyard is full of people with dreams that never came to pass.
Mm.
The graveyard, right? So, what are we doing with our time? What are we doing with our time? Well, how many gifts that you have that you just letting sit on the shelf? Why haven't you done any of these things? And when I'm asking you these questions, y'all, don't even trip because I'm talking to myself too. These are conversations we've been having lately. Where are you on your priority list?
Yeah.
Where are you? Because we put everything and everybody before us. People got girlfriends and boyfriends they put before them. People got jobs and careers, like I said, named all of these things that we unconsciously do every day. And it's like a program. Mm-hmm. Every day. These different things. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to get done. This is what we're going to do. Next thing you know, it's countdown. Happy New Year.
There you go. Yeah, y'all.
And we didn't accomplish nothing that you wanted to do that was in your heart that you wanted to see come to pass or bring to fruition. You know, where are you on your priority list?
Man, y'all, that's a deep and loaded question. I'm probably be thinking about this for like, oh no, the whole week.
But it's good though. It's good.
It is.
And I want to encourage somebody. I want to inspire somebody to really take that in. Really think about that.
Yeah.
And also look at your distractions. What are you doing every day that's wasting time? Like, are you a person that'll binge watch the whole season in a day or 3 days or a week and didn't have no productivity in your own personal life nowhere?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember when my brother-in-law.
I know what you finna say because I was about. Hey, it just came to my memory too. But go ahead.
My brother-in-law DeAndre, we would get so mad at him because we would be like, "Hey, did you see such show?" This was many years ago.
Yeah, we were
young.
And
he would be like, "No, I ain't watched that. I'm watching them for. They already rich." I'd be like, "He's so stupid. What he say that for?" But now as I'm getting older, man, I get it. Why are we binge watching them? They already rich.
I mean, and it ain't even necessarily about the money, right? When you think about it, when you take the whole statement into consideration, it ain't necessarily about the money. It's basically saying they already got their life together.
Yes.
They already living their dream.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What's on your priority list for you? What does God have for you? What is God's will for your life? You know? So these are questions that we really need to ask ourselves. And the Word of God says, write down your vision and make it plain. So I might not make New Year's resolutions or be vocal about them, but I do write down things that I want to accomplish from year to year. And then I try to write down strategies on what I need and how I'm going to, what route I'm going to take to get there. Yeah. And try to make it real simple. And I try to plot, plan, and strategize, and I do it silently. Because I've learned that I talk so loud and talk so much about the moves that you're going to make. Let your actions speak. So, plan, plot, and strategize, but be loud and vocal and make some noise when it's time to promote that thing. when it's time to market that thing. After you done the work, but you want everybody else to know it's coming. But you want to do the work. And you want to minimize your distractions. So, where are you on your priority list? For real. It's 2023, y'all.
2023.
Yeah. 2023, year after year, the calendar is flipping over. The hourglass is dropping.
Yes.
You know, like I said, it's the fourth week of January.
Yeah.
Almost February already. And it seemed like we just said Happy New Year. January almost gone. But guess what? We know we talking to the real deal right now. We know that if you made it this far and you know, even if you fell off though, even if you started the new year, you had a New Year's resolution and you started doing the thing for a week or 2 weeks and you fell off and now you're feeling like a failure, don't even trip. Pick it back up.
Yeah.
Every day is a new day.
Every day is a new day.
God give us new grace, new mercy.
Mm-hmm.
You got a new opportunity every day. As long as you got working limbs, as long as you in your right mind, clothes, what they say, clothes in your right mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a roof over your head. Hey, you got a chance to make something happen that didn't necessarily happen for you last year or yesterday for whatever reason.
Man, and I say as long as you can open up your eyes, you may not have a roof over your head.
Yeah.
But this is still a new day.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. And never lose faith. Never lose faith, right? Because even if you don't have a roof over your head, even if you don't have the finances to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, always trust God. Always lean on God. Never lose faith, because guess what? He's going to put all the pieces that you need in place. Like he's gonna plug you with the right person, or plug you with the right job, the right network, the people that's going to get you to meet this person that you need to meet, to put you in position to get what you need to have. He already know your needs. He tells us to not be anxious about nothing, you know. So I just want to encourage somebody, man, to prioritize yourself. What does me time look like for you? And it might not be, you might not need or you might not be trying to do something big like start a business or something like that. You might just want to go get a massage and have a pedicure, have a day to yourself. Like, you gotta love you too, right? Take yourself out. Like if we can't go out and enjoy a movie or a date or whatever, she got to be comfortable enough in her own skin and love herself enough to take herself out. You know, go get that pedicure. Go get that massage. Go get that, whatever you need to do to pamper yourself to make you feel refreshed. You know, we need that.
Yeah, I agree.
The Word of God tells us to love our neighbors as ourselves. So He expects us to love ourselves. He expects us to love us, to love on us, you know, not an unhealthy type of love, like not vanity or arrogance or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But love yourself, because if you love yourself, then you can love somebody else.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
You know,
that's true.
You know, the average individual, especially a person that's considered or looked at as to be strong, we always pour out into people all the time. But when are you going to sit down and be still enough for God to pour into you? Or for you to be poured in by anybody? You know, even mentors need mentors. You know, if that makes sense.
Mentor need a mentor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it though.
Yeah. So one of the joys that I get during the week is, you know how you take a multivitamin every day or some type of supplement to give you energy and revitalize um, your being. I look forward to assembling with my church family. Church is where I get poured into, either by my brothers and sisters or by that word. I feel rejuvenated for the week. Also, praying with her daily, I feel rejuvenated. It's one of the things that I look forward to. That's how I get poured into. Another way I get poured into is when I'm working out and I got on some worship music or some Christian hip hop. I'm getting poured into. So I look forward to moments where I can just be still and get poured into. That way, I got something to give.
Yeah.
Because if I'm running on E, if I'm empty, and people were constantly pulling on me or expecting me to pour into them, and I got nothing. I'm mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I need some me time.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with me time, y'all.
No, it's nothing wrong with that. And I would say, for women, and not taking away from the men at all, but it's hard. It's really hard for us, and I challenge us to just pray and ask God to give us wisdom and knowing what to do and how to get that me time.
Yeah.
Because we mama, we're daughter, we're sister, we're friend, we're wife, we're girlfriend. We are all the things to everybody, and we got all these titles. And the name of my business is Beyond the Glass, but it's like beyond the glass. Who are you really?
Yeah.
Beyond what everybody say you are, mama, sister, friend, daughter, coworker. You know, like beyond that, who are you really?
And even the title that you have at your job,
yeah,
or the title you have in your ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you outside of those things?
Yes. So, there's gonna be some more things coming up with Beyond the Glass this year. I know. I set it down for a minute just to get a clearer vision of what God wanted me to do with that. But I know that there's a lot of women out there that's just don't know who they are, don't know what they were created to be. And that's the reason why the business was created in the first place, because I was going through a time frame where I didn't know. Our daughter went off to college, and I was like, I know you did not put me on this earth, God, to be just a mother and a wife and go to work every day and a daughter. You didn't do that to me. And so that's where the business came from. I prayed about it. God gave me the name. It's funny because we were talking about it. He was like, I don't like that name. I was like, God gave it to me. That's got to be the name of it. But once he gave me a clearer picture of what it really meant. Because people look at women as fragile, and we have all these different titles, but we're fragile. But who are you beyond the fragile piece of glass that is easily broken? Who are you?
And what do you have bottled in that glass?
Yeah. So it's going to be some more things coming up with Beyond the Glass this year, as well as
Fly Rulers Coaching and Mentoring Services.
Yeah.
I actually just connected with a group of solid men, and we got over 30 young men that we'll be mentoring. And it's probably about 6 or 7 of us mentoring over 30 plus guys, young men. And I'm excited about that. So actually, the next time we meet with you guys, I'll be able to tell you more about it, because we meet with a lot of the young men tomorrow. And it'll be our first meeting, our meet and greet for the year, and we get to know each other and lay down some some expectations and just get to know one another. I'm looking forward to knowing their gifts and their talents. I'm looking forward to learning their names and their backgrounds and what kind of families they come from, because I come from a broken home. I come from the streets. I come from a very unhealthy environment and mindset. And with God, He renewed my mind, renewed my heart, and I was able to pull myself up out of that situation and beat a whole lot of statistics. And I'm looking for other young men like me
Yeah.
who I can talk to. You know, I'm a man who didn't see marriage in my future, didn't think about it because I didn't come from it. I didn't really see it when I was young. So, and we was told and raised to never trust a woman, money over everything. All of these things was my norm. So I had to re-educate myself. So when I gave my life to the Lord and started and came face to face with like, hey, I'm not even running from him no more, and I let him change me. So I know how important it is to renew your mind, and I know how important it is to have a partner that God created as my partner. You know, because a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? And it's been good, it's been peaceful, it's been real rewarding. And I want to tell another young man that, you know, living for God is one of the best kept secrets. One of the best things you can do. And that's what the enemy hates. So, with all that said, man, I want you to really think about where are you on that priority list? Start that business. Write that book. Lose those pounds. Start eating right. Go to the gym. Get that gym membership. You know. And I'm going to talk more about eating healthy too in the future. So y'all be looking forward to, you know, more podcasts. Like I said, we've been together. We've been away for so long now. We can talk to you guys all night. But we got to end this thing. Again, it's 2023. I want to say Happy New Year. And until we meet again, y'all. And I'm probably being generous. Okay, I'll let it out. So, so I started first.
Let me get some.
And I never knew I could say that word.